Number one, I'm a very big fan of the Southland Conference. You know, I go out of my way to tell Tom and Calhoun and Bruce and Byron Boston what a great job they do, and they do. It's a wonderful league to coach in. The problems are the same as when I coached in the league in 79 through 81. You know, there's outstanding coaches and there's outstanding players in this league, and we're a newbie in the league. We came in a year ago, and this will be the first year we have a full complement of scholarships, and that helps. And you know, 4 years ago and 3 years ago, we were a bad Division II team, and then we were jumped into the Southland Conference, and it got a little tougher. And so what we've done is work real hard, diligently work, and recruited a little bit better players each year, and we're closing the gap on the rest of the teams in the Southland Conference. We're not there yet, but we're closing the gap. Nathan Thompson was one of our first signees. He was a 230-pound offensive lineman from San Antonio, and it was a great big get for us because we had nobody on our team that even looked like him. And Corey Lee came the next year, and he was one of the real highly recruited players from the Houston area, and got him, and we've gotten a little better each year. So, and football is we have a great university to recruit to, a great city to recruit to, and if we just keep doing our job diligently and stay the course, then eventually we're going to catch up to at least some of the teams in the Southland Conference. So that's kind of where we're at. We're excited about this year. Last year was an injury-plagued, tough year for us, but we played our best football the last 4 or 5 weeks of the season, and ended on feeling really good about it. That we stayed the course, and we worked hard and played hard, and we're looking forward to this season.
Nathan, if you'd like to give us a comment on the upcoming season for your perspective.
Yes, kind of off of what Coach Kennan was saying, UIW has come a very long way from my freshman year to my upcoming senior year. You could just tell in the locker room, on the field, the culture has changed completely, and we fully understand that we're not the young guys anymore, and that we're going to compete in every single game we play, and we believe that we can win every single game we play as well. We've just come a really long way.
Corey, your thoughts on the upcoming season?
I had to agree with both of them. You know, the last year, 2 years, we didn't have the people to fit the personnel because we just coming to Southland. And I feel like right now, every week, we have the personnel to get out there with them and have a battle each game. So I really have to agree. I see the difference, the culture, the way we work out, the way we practice. It's going to be a great year for us.
Okay, we do have microphones amongst the crowd out here, so if you would have a question, please raise your hand and identify yourself and your news agency, and we'll get you a microphone.
Jim Gazzola, American Press. What did you learn last year, your first year in the league, and how do you have a time frame for when you're going to be competitive for a championship?
I learned that it's a hard league to play in, particularly when you got your quarterback hurt on the 10th play of the first game, and it's great football, and we're looking forward to it. And I don't set any goals like that. I don't want to shortchange these guys. You know, what I think this year is we'll be very competitive. I think the year after this, we'll have a chance to be much more competitive because we returned most of our guys after this year. And, I've been a huge fan of UIW's because it's a great school. We can recruit players to the university. And they graduate. And, I think it's an unlimited future for us. It just takes time. Football takes time. It doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah, Coach Gabe Farias, CBS Sports Talk, San Antonio, Texas. Talk about the schedule from last year. Obviously, you went through this competitive Southland Conference schedule, but on that schedule, you had a really nice, I call it nice, non-conference nugget when you guys went up to Fargo to take on North Dakota State. Talk about that experience and holistically your 2014 season as you lead to 2015.
Yeah, the North Dakota State game was big for us because we were on College game day, and it was a culmination of 2 or 3 years of See, because 4 years ago, nobody even knew who we were, you know, and a lot of players in San Antonio didn't know who we were. Houston, they didn't know. Dallas, they didn't know. And a number of things have happened. You know, Ricky Williams worked with us for a year. We played North Dakota State on national television and, you know, on game day and got a lot of exposure. So a lot more people know who we are, and it has become a lot easier to recruit. And look, football is a simple game. If you have real good players and you have a really good coaching staff, you got a chance to be good. And if you don't have really good players, it's harder. And we're getting better and better. And at some point we're going to get there, and we're hoping it's this year because these guys have busted their tail, and we're excited about playing some games. We don't have to play North Dakota State this year. We play UTEP in their place, so that's no picnic either. So, have I answered your question, Gabe?
Very, very well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Could I ask one more? Or two more, actually. The first one's for Nathan. Nathan, this is your senior year. You're from San Antonio, Texas. This is a place that you born and bred, and now you have an opportunity to finish out your playing career at UIW. Talk about being from San Antonio, playing at a Division I school in San Antonio. Just generally talk about your playing career and what this senior year means to you.
Well, it's nice playing at Incarnate Word because I'm from San Antonio. My house is, I think, 15 minutes away from campus. And it was really just a blessing in the recruiting process to be able to, you know, get the chance and have Coach Kennan come talk to me and recruit me and show how much he wanted me to come to the school. And it's just been a great transition. Being my first year, we were Division II, and then once again, back to what I was saying, just seeing how far we've come. It's just been a great process.
And Corey, you're not from San Antonio, you're from Houston, but one of the things that I've seen you develop into is a leader on that defense. Talk about how it's a really nice family atmosphere on both sides of the football, specifically with that defensive side where you really turn into a nice leader for that unit. Talk about your teammates, talk about your coaches, talk about the experience you have leading that UIW defense.
Well, coming to the defense, everybody's like family. We cool with everybody, and it's just one big happy family. And it's easy for me to take a leadership on coming to that school right off the bat, because I felt like the coaches were there for me, the teachers, my football players, everybody's like family. So it was really easy to adjust and get to know everybody and see what my role is to help the team. So it was a great experience coming.
You know, I probably said this last year. You know, my first spring and summer at UIW, we had about 15 or 16 guys who stayed for the summer and lifted weights, and it's gotten increasingly better each year. And this year we had almost 90% of our guys there for the summer workouts, and that's how much it's changed. And you know, we're faster, we're bigger, we're stronger, we're all those things. We're better, but so is everybody else in the league.
I was just wondering, what have you seen as far as interest growing and financial benefits by moving into the Southland and moving up a division?
Well, you know, I'm not sure I've noticed a difference, although, you know, as you jump up in classification, obviously there's more people take notice of you, and your fans like it better, your players like it better, you're in a different classification. It's all helped, you know. We played football there 6 years, you know, and really prior to that, and the president was pretty shrewd. He said, let's start football because not enough people know about this place, and we want to grow this university, and it's grown rapidly since we started football. And if we drop football, it would decline rapidly. And so it's helped in all areas, you know, and we like the fact that we're in the Division I now, and we're in the Southland Conference, although you hate to go through the growing pains that we went through last year, and we hope we don't have to go through them quite as hard this year. I want to